Ascendant is now out in the theatres. This is a story about a young girl who has been kidnapped and put in an elevator in Shanghai and is tested to the limit. And I mean the limit. She's trapped in this elevator. Her dad has done something and she keeps falling, ascending, falling, ascending. That's basically what the movie is. She's stuck in an elevator, she's going up and down. That's all it is. That's what the film's about. I mean, there's not much more I can tell. So let me know in the comments, what did you guys think of Ascendant? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Because, get ready for this review. Make sure you hit like, subscribe as well, and let's just jump into this review.
Perfect.
Okay, so, Ascendant. Where do I even begin with this film? Look, there is so many types of films that you can see. There is, it's so bad, it's so good, like a Sharknado. Then there's the Oscar contenders like a Joker, Jojo Rabbit films, where you're like absolutely enthralled. Then there's the big blockbuster action films, like the Marvels, the DCs. Then there's the dumb popcorn, out of this world films like Godzilla vs. Kong, Fast and the Furious. And then there's terrible films. And then there's garbage. And today we have hit the jackpot for garbage. Ascendant takes that. I'm really tossing up whether Cosmic Sin or Ascendant is the worst film of the year so far. I don't know. It's a toss-up between them two. Why do I think that? Well, the movie's just shit. It's just shit. It's terrible. It's boring as fuck. I can tell you that right now. And the pacing in this film is god-awful. Absolutely god-awful. Nothing happens in the film. Nothing happens. You're literally sitting there watching someone in an elevator for the whole entire film. What? Excuse me, can we do something else? I was sitting there and I'm like, oh, she's in the elevator. She's still in the elevator. Okay, cool, okay. Yep, she's going up and down, up and down, up and down. Yep, great. She's going up and down, up and down, up and down again. Cool. So, how are we moving this story along? I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's no development in any of the characters, no backstory. Okay. There's a sci-fi element to this. Apparently, she has powers. Out of nowhere, they just go, yeah, she's got powers. And she's got a twin sister who's got powers as well. But they never dive into them. Never dive into what actually happened. Why do they have the powers? I could not sit here and tell you exactly how they got the powers or why they have the powers. Because they never ever hint towards any of it. There's one line where it's like, talks about some experiment or anything, but they don't tell you why, what it is, why, who is it on, or anything. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, so they've just got these random powers out of nowhere? Okay, but here's the catch. She can use her powers when she's a kid, and it shows you that she does use her powers as a kid, but all of a sudden she doesn't know how to use her powers now that she's older? What? How does that make any sense? I'm pretty sure you'd be mastering your powers, but yet her twin knows how to use her powers. She's mastered her powers. How is she not? What? That makes no sense whatever. And did they actually do any research? Because they literally makes no sense. You're in the elevator, right? And it drops, and then it slows down and stops. Every time it drops, she goes straight to the roof. Okay. Look, I'm no physicist or anything like that, but I know that when you're in an elevator, when the elevator goes down at a rapid pace, you are going at the same acceleration as that property, because you're inside it, so you're going the same acceleration. Therefore, gravity works in your favor, and you will not go to the roof. It doesn't take a physicist to figure that out. It's the same reason why when a train's going miles of like that, you don't go flying back, because you're inside it, you're moving with it. Gravity works on your side. do some research. It's not hard to look that up. And all she's doing, she's going up and back down, up and back down. I'm like, sitting there, I'm like, what? It's defying all the laws of gravity. Stop. No. But there is one scene I cracked up laughing because it is so stupid and makes no sense whatsoever. It's the dumbest thing. It's the most convenient thing I've ever seen in my life. She's in the elevator. The panel down the bottom there is broken, right? So there's a little gap she can get in and out of. Anyway, she's on the phone and it goes down all of a sudden. She drops her phone. It flings out through there. Now, as it goes out, there's beams, right? There is beams there where the elevators and all that are attached, and they're about this wide. Somehow the phone flings out and lands on the beam. Just lands on the beam. I'm sorry, but what? I couldn't even sit there and drop a phone like that directly on top of it and make it land on it. It just bounces off and then goes down. I laughed. I'm sorry, but I bursted out. I was just like, what? I was like, what the fuck? That's fucking stupid, isn't it? Convenient. She's on the phone to this Uncle Jack. Her father doesn't even know who Uncle Jack is. But yet, what? How the fuck does she not know? She's never spoken to him, apparently. I mean, it's just... It's a terrible film. It defies its own logic. It's just boring. There's no story. To this day, I wouldn't be able to tell you right now after watching it what the actual story of this whole thing is. They got powers. That's all I got out of it. Is they got these incredible powers that she doesn't know how to use. And she just lets the guy go. What? I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then she's on the phone and she's talking to Uncle Jack, which, I mean, you can see that twist coming a mile away, because he's like, oh yeah, we've narrowed you down to 8 buildings, but we're going to search one by one. Okay, if he works for like the CIA and they were trying to save them, would you not send groups to every single building? Like a 4-man group to each 8 buildings? Like, she was very dumb. She got out of the elevator, right? So okay, so she's able to bust out of her, what's it called? Her zip ties. She busts out of the zip ties. She opens up the elevator doors like that, and she's got like a, what's it called? As she's getting out, like the thing here to get up and out is just here. She can't lift herself up onto there, right? She can't. She's struggling to lift herself up there. Yet she's done all these feats, like broken out of these things and stuff, and she's opened these doors easily, and she can't climb up this little bit. However, when she goes down the beams, climbs down the beams to grab her phone, she easily, when the beams are up here, she can easily just pull herself back up. What? A minute ago she couldn't, and mind you, she's got an injury here. She's just cut herself as well, and she's climbing with an injury, but she couldn't do it when she was completely fresh. What the fuck is this film? The dialogue's terrible. It's just everything about this was terrible. The performances were terrible as well. I'm sorry, I didn't buy any of it. I didn't care for any of the characters. No backstory, no development, no nothing. I just do not give a fuck about this film. Ascendant, terrible film. Absolutely hated it. So let me know in the comments below. What did you guys think of the film? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace